Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud Applied. In today's session, we will learn how to set up Salesforce Knowledge, creation of permission sets so that people can use it according to their access capacity, assign them to the users, and finally we'll see how Salesforce Knowledge comes in handy when handling cases. Stay with me till the end of the video and learn each and every step on how to set up Salesforce Knowledge. By end of this video, I'm sure you will be knowledgeable on Salesforce Knowledge. If this video helps you, please like, share and subscribe to Cloud Applied. To set up Knowledge, first we'll go to Service Setup. In Service Setup, first, we will create a new user. The reason why we are creating a new user is, so in order to check what the knowledge setup through another user perspective. So here we have created a new user and we'll click finish here. And when you go to the users, you will see the user record getting created. And if you have observed, there is no knowledge user checked in the user creation segment. Now what we are doing is, we'll go to the profile and make sure all the people who are associated to this profile have access to knowledge. So they will be able to view the knowledge. So without any access, they will be able to see the knowledge articles, but in order to publish them or go through entire knowledge lifecycle, they need to have some special permissions. So to start with, we are giving a lightning experience access to the users, so that they are able to view each and everything of knowledge articles, the settings and the knowledge views, everything, because knowledge works only on lightning components. And other settings we need to look into is login access policy, and we'll mark this checked. The reason why we are doing this is, since we have created a new user before, right? So we will be toggling between both the users to see one user setting up the knowledge article and the other user will be evaluating it. That kind of scenarios we need to do. So that is the reason we are doing access related settings here. Force relogin after logging in as a user. The reason why it is checked is whenever we are logged in as another user, so we need not come back and log in again as our user. So here we will be adding the user to the knowledge setup. And you will see a difference here whenever I open a new knowledge article. And now we are not setting up data category here, as I wanted to cover it as a separate topic. So if you're finding this video fast, then please slow down so that you can learn it at your pace. So go to knowledge settings. And now it is just to show that you are able to see all the knowledge settings, and enable lightning settings you can see here, right? So just make sure that is checked. From here, go to knowledge object, and before that there is one thing we need to do. So if you go to the users, there open the new user. So now you see the knowledge user being checked. So the reason why we didn't check it before and we got it checked now is, so when you added the user there, then it automatically checked the knowledge user. So now we'll be doing a feed tracking. The reason why we want to see is, whenever some changes are made to the records of the knowledge object, we are able to see what kind of changes are made and who made it, because it works as a central repository for all the knowledge. So therefore it is important to have this guardrails while working on the knowledge articles. Creating two record types. One is for FAQ and one is for how to. FAQs are nothing but a frequently asked questions by the customers. So in this scenario, we are setting up a knowledge base for solar articles. So solar panels. So customers may ask how to increase the power storage, or if they have any questions related to billing, which are frequently asked. And another record type, how to, can be used to store articles that help people in setting up their online accounts, or help them set up their own power backups for the solar panels. So anything that has to do by themselves, by referring to a document, they can create knowledge articles and put it in how to. So these are not only for the customers but also for the technicians as well. So whenever they are going to serve a customer, so they can refer these documents, or if at all they wants to do a knowledge transfer, so these how to articles will come in handy. So now what we are doing here is we are adding all the buttons that are required for this knowledge articles record type. We will create a section here where we'll include the fields that are related to the articles, like who assigned it, who created the document, and when is it due. All this document metadata is being created here and stored here, sorry. And one more section is properties, and here I'll share a few important fields that we need to discuss. Even though people have access to the article, sometimes they need to have ability to share it with somebody internally. So if you though these articles, for example, are related to the technicians, but sometimes you want to share the same documents to the customers as well, and sometimes you don't want to. So then in those scenarios, what we do is we have all this visible internally, visible to customer, all these kinds of settings. So as an author, you can decide who can see your articles despite they have access to the knowledge articles. So this is another layer of security that can be applied. Now we are assigning these record types. Sorry, we are creating this record types and we are assigning those page layouts to this record types. For now, we'll make it only for the current users, like system admin and customer support profile, because if at all if we have to make any changes, we need not do a lot of stuff. We can just delete the access, and we can set up what is the default layout to all the profiles. So for now we'll go with how to. In this step, what we will do is we will assign the knowledge articles as a related list to case layout. The reason we do it is whenever a knowledge article is referred in a particular case, so whenever you go to the related objects, you can see which article has been related to solve a particular case. For that reason, what we do is we add articles to the related lists of cases. So this works in both ways. So when you check the articles, you can see what cases this article has been referred, while if you check the case, you can see which articles have been referred to solve this case. Nothing fancy here, it is just creation of a case. Now go to service setup. We will create permission sets. Our goal is to create a knowledge manager permission set so that the users with this permission sets are like bosses for knowledge articles. So they'll have all the CRUD operations and they will be able to access each and everything related to a knowledge article. See carefully what kind of access we need, and you see here knowledge KAV and knowledge, two objects are present. Our interest is knowledge KAV, that is the service related knowledge object. Now we will set up everything here so that the user with this permission set will be able to seamlessly create, publish, and purge knowledge articles if needed. Go through these settings carefully so that you have clear idea on what kind of settings we are providing in order to give full length access to to the users for knowledge. So knowledge management settings, you can see all the manage, import and export knowledge articles, manage knowledge settings, and all the other knowledge management settings we are giving access to the manager. Once we confirmed on the settings we have given, we'll go to the system settings to give data related access. So initially we have created data categories, right? So we are giving that access to this permission set. Now we will be assigning this permission set to the new user we have created while setting up the service. Now we'll be setting up data categories. Like discussed, data categories are nothing but we can create categories where the information stored in these categories can be shared with a specific hierarchy or countries or regions. So basically this is another kind of segregation where all the articles related to these data categories can be placed. Now you can ask a question like why we need so much of segregation. So if at all we are dealing with a small set of knowledge articles, we might just need record types. But whenever we are dealing with a huge systems where multiple people are working and they are not interrelated, so it becomes paramount importance that all the knowledge articles that are created are segmented correctly, and these segments can be assigned to the users so that they don't creep into other departments knowledge articles. So one person can be an admin for sales related knowledge articles, while other person can be a manager for service related knowledge articles. So in order to keep this distinction, if it is sales and service, then yes, we can go with the record types. But if at all we are dealing with much more intricate data categories, for example, sales team related to Latin America, Europe, in Asia. So if we have that level of categorization, then we might have to go through data categories, because having so many record types, it's not recommended. For now, for the demonstration sake, I'll give access to all the categories so that whenever we are doing a final set of look through, we will understand each and everything what we have set up so far. We are just making sure that all categories under these data groups are visible to knowledge manager. Since we are doing a POC, I'm giving full level access, but if at all you're trying to implement it at an enterprise level, then you might have to look into the data categories and who it is assigned to. Now we'll add an additional validation status like work in progress, so that it describes if the work has been started, if it is waiting at validation or is it validated. So we'll try to keep work in progress as a default status, and that's it. We are done with the setup process of knowledge articles, and in the next part we'll see how to create knowledge articles and publish them.